Hello everybody and welcome again to this episode. First of all, I would like to wish a happy Mother's Day to all mothers, including my mother, Judith. Happy Mother's Day. Today, as you can see, I'm enjoying a bottle of Zareen 2016. Very particular wine that actually started the wine itself, Zareen. This is the first vintage for Zareen. Very particular. Was made in Mtarfa. We actually started in Mtarfa, doing wines in Mtarfa, in a very small garage. So this is where it all started. Today we came here to the winery, to the new winery at Zafrana, to do some good lunch, which we will show you. We had some Rossi to start off with. Really nice, just a little bit dash of garlic, some zestiness from the lemons, and some olive oil. Also, we had really good asparagus coming from Gozo, okay, which we bought fresh this week. Amazing asparagus. I suggest that you find and buy some to try this local produce. Fantastic. Also, we had a ribeye from Uruguay, which really went well with the second wine which we will be tasting. Today we'll be tasting Zareen 2016 and also Adon 2016. So really interesting two wines which were produced in Mtarfa, and we are really proud to have made these wines. So we will assess the Zareen 2016. Few bottles left. When I say few bottles, we have approximately 20 bottles which will be enjoyed here in the winery. We'll see how this will evolve with time. And also Farsons Direct have this bottle to purchase. Check it out. Only 300 bottles produced from Zareen 2016. If you find it, you have to definitely try it out. A few bottles left in circulation. So let's start by assessing the nose of Zareen. Immediately on the nose, you will get that stone fruit. You'll get that mango, passion fruit, also banana, vanilla, very present here. Peaches, also nectarine, which is very present. The bread element and the toast, sweet spice. A wine which have evolved in tertiary notes already in about 4 years. So this wine is evolving really well. The acidity is medium high acidity. This wine can age for at least another decade plus. I really wish I had more bottles of this particular vintage. Really well made. On the palate, it's really fresh. The alcohol is not as huge, you know. We're talking of 12.5%, but really rich in acidity, really rich in flavor, really rich in butter, really rich in batonnage that goes into this wine. This wine has at least 12 months in new French oak, doing batonnage in the first period of its if it's aged at least daily, to actually make the wine really viscous, really rich, and it shows really well the characteristics of the surly, of the batonnage that this wine had during the aging process. The finish is everlasting. It takes you at least a few minutes to take the taste away from the palate itself, and it's asking for another sip. Sort of chemical figures will give you an indication that this wine can be aged for at least 10 to 15 years or even more. Wines of Zareen are coming from limits of Mdina, about 22 years of age, harvested at the right time to retain acidity and freshness, the exact temperature during fermentation, and then transferring the wine with least contact into the new French oak and aged and do the batonnage for at least 10 to 20. This is the result, which is really making Zareen 2016 a must try. We'll move on to the next wine, which is Adon. So now we have Adon 2016, which consisted of the usual predominant Gelosa grapes, which were cultivated in a vineyard in Fiddin, okay, around 80 years old Gelosa, along with a vineyard from Sigiwi, okay, which is relatively new, cultivated on trellis, covered in nets, irrigated, versus the one in Fiddin, which is completely natural. This is bush vine, 80-year-old trunks, which are really huge, no irrigation. So there's a combination of both going on here in this particular wine. On the other hand, there is Syrah, grown in Sigiwi, which is left on the vine to late harvest until end of September. Stop fermentation at least 15-16 degrees by its own, left with a lot of residual sugar, then amalgamated with the Gelosa Syrah in French oak, used French oak, and kept fermenting for at least 2 to 3 months in this barrique for at least 15 months. A beauty. 2016 is literally the start of Adon, and it has aging potential for quite a few years, I would say. So let's give this wine a sniff, and immediately on the nose it gives you a lot of prunes, sun-dried tomatoes, herbaceous elements. There's also that vanilla element, those prunes, those figs, all the fruit which are really ripe are in this wine. So let's taste this wine. Wow. Really expressive, a fruit bomb, but on the same time a really long finish, really acidic, really fresh, with a lot of corposity. This wine is around 14 degrees, 14.5 degrees, so a lot of help from the alcohol itself, from the acidity, and also the viscosity that the actual Syrah late harvest had impact on this particular vintage. Also, there's already tertiary notes of mushroom, tobacco, which I'm really enjoying tasting this wine. We paired this today with a really nice Uruguayan ribeye, which we did in sous vide, and also then on the barbecue, char grilled, something that really meshed well with Adon 2016. A few bottles were produced in 2016, only 300 bottles were produced. We still have few of them, unfortunately, maybe 20 bottles, 25 bottles. I know that some people still have this particular wine. I think Farsons Direct have this wine as well for sale, so check it out, try find it, keep some for further aging. Can enjoy now, but definitely it will develop even better with age, with the Gelosa grape varietal, which is predominant in this wine. And this is Maltese terroir at its best. Fiddin, Siġġiewi, giving really complexity to a Maltese wine. So I thank you all for looking at this video. We are really enjoying both Adon and Zareen, okay? 2016, Mother's Day 2020, people still in lockdown. We'll hopefully be with you soon here at Zafrana Estate. We wish you a really good Sunday, and we hope to see you very soon. Take care, stay safe, drink fine wines, drink Marcus de Venus. Cheers, guys.